Hello, welcome to Kinda Good Movies. This is a movie review, even though it's on a Wednesday, but this is kind of a series review, so I figured go to. Hopefully, this is the last time that y'all see this box. This is, I think, the third time it's made its way onto the channel where I've talked about it, but this is the complete Friday the 13th franchise review, so yeah. So let's kind of get started. I just finished it last night, so now I did start watching these probably a month ago, and I stopped for a little bit because I know this is kind of not make too many people happy, but I'm not a big fan of Friday the 13th. Not that they got better and worse as they went on, so I guess we can start with the first one. I will say spoilers just in case I happen to spoil anything, because I'm going to talk about them. So if you haven't seen any of them, watch them and come back. So anyways, we have Friday the 13th, the first one. Really weird. It's the one where Jason is Jason's mom, not actually Jason. And yeah, it's not bad, but it's, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. The kills are all kind of off camera, or not really off camera, but the killer's off camera most of the time, so it's kind of weird. I'm not a fan of the first one. Then we have Friday Part 2. This one is one where Jason comes and he's with the bag over his head. Again, not a huge fan of this one. Just not really anything stellar to me. Then we have Friday the 13th Part 3, which is 3D. What can I say? It's just another. And I always feel like the Friday the 13th are kind of got their popularity from what they showed before the internet, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like that was what kind of made them popular, along with like Halloween and stuff like that. But I just started watching Halloween. I just watched 2 last night, so now it's on to 3. I know 3 has nothing to do with Michael, but still on Halloween. So then the next one is Jason the Final Chapter, which they said the final chapter like 1.5 million times. Yeah, I don't recall too much about this one because I don't remember where I started watching them again. So yeah. Just basically, Jason, I know one of these, the one where they're on the farm and the biker gang, even though they're kind of cringe at sometimes and corny, it's my favorite out of the first few. I think that one. Don't quote me though. And then we have Jason, or Friday the 13th, The New Beginning. A New Beginning, not The New Beginning. The New Beginning is takes a chainsaw, but A New Beginning. Don't remember too much about this one. So they're not really memorable. They all kind of run together over a point until you start getting later. But yeah. Then we have Jason Part 6. Let me look on the back and see. Okay, yeah, this is the one where the girl gets no, this is the one where all at the camp and the guy tries to take him under the water. Oh yeah, with the Tommy. This is like the Tommy, the third Tommy, isn't it? Or does Tommy do one more? I don't remember. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that was the last of Tommy. I feel like Tommy's little storyline was kind of drug out. Wasn't a big fan of Tommy. Sorry if I'm really kind of breezing over these. I really don't remember too much from them. They were not really my cup of tea. But here's the one I was kind of confused. This is the one where the girl got the superpowers with like her mind. Very weird, and did not like it at all. It felt very weird, in my opinion. So, not a fan of this one. On to the next one, which is Takes Over Manhattan. Now, they're on a boat, and it has nothing to do with Manhattan really. And I feel like the name takes over. Jason Takes Manhattan. It's kind of dumb. Unless the boat's Manhattan, I'm kind of missing the point. But this one's not my favorite. They're on a boat, and Jason's kind of killing them from the boat. I really didn't like this one, and yeah, I know it's gonna make some people mad because I know some people love Friday the 13th, but I can't say too much about them. Then we have the next one, which is Jason Goes to Hell. Now, let me say, this one is probably my least favorite. It has nothing to do with Jason. You don't even see Jason. It's mainly just like him taking over people's bodies, and I really didn't like it. This one was my least favorite out of all of them. Maybe the first one and the second one, and this one are all tied for my most hated ones, and the superpower one in Manhattan in Friday the 13th. And then the next one, this is where I kind of started liking them, was Jason X or Jason 10. I really like this one. I'm not a big fan of space movies, so this was I was iffy on this going into it, but I really did enjoy Jason X. I love a lot of the kills in this. I love Jason when he gets his upgrade in this. This is really my favorite of them and through the series. Not the favorite one, but start of the favorite ones. Then the next one is Freddy versus Jason. What can I say? I truly like this one. I love the Freddy vs. Jason. This was probably my favorite out of all of them, the Freddy vs. Jason. So, if I had to rate them, this would be number one for me out of all of them. And it's kind of crazy because it's not just about Jason. But I really like this one. Robert Englund. It's cool. It shows a lot of their backstories and stuff like that in this one. And I really love this one. If you're going to watch any of them, I feel like this is the one I would recommend to watch. Then for the last one is the Friday the 13th, which this one I did like. I didn't read the front of it where it says made from the creators or the producers of Texas Chainsaw, and I was like, this, after reading that, I was like, oh, that does look a lot like Texas Chainsaw. I really like this one, the kills, the scenes, so yeah. Let me kind of just get the box back up, and then I'll kind of talk a little more about it. Alright, so in my opinion, if I had to give the whole franchise overview, I gotta give it about a 4.5, 5. It's not, a lot of it is goofy and corny, and it's just porn, a lot of it, and I feel like that's what gave it its, I can't say the word, but anyways, you get the word, gave it a lot of its fame back in the 80s and stuff like that, when, it wasn't as accessible as it is nowadays. And I feel like if Friday the 13th was released in nowadays, it wouldn't have got its same love as it did. The kills are cool, and sometimes some of the kills are a little over the top, like, okay. But overall, it's not bad, but I feel like you don't need to watch all of them. I feel like there's a pick and choose kind of through this. So yeah, I must say, Jason was not really my cup of tea. I still have Saw as my favorite horror franchise. Scream has kind of gotten up there, and Texas Chainsaw's up there, obviously, but Jason and Friday the 13th kind of missed the mark for me. Not really my kind of movie. The Tommy storyline was kind of drugged through, and having 3 different actors kind of made it weird, and I didn't much like the kid Tommy. That was kind of dumb, and I didn't like the girl having the superpowers. That was kind of dumb. Superpowers, kind of mental power, whatever you want, telekinesis, that was kind of corny. The boat one was kind of dumb. I must say the story in the first 2 was kind of slow and boring. But that, I don't say shouldn't watch Friday the 13th. I'm just saying, if these are movies, in my opinion, that shouldn't be at the front of your line. In my opinion, I don't feel that way towards them. I do think, you should watch a couple of them at least. Probably out of all of them, I would say probably watch 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, not really my cup of tea. And I know it's gonna rub the people the wrong way, but let me know what y'all think of Friday the 13th. I'm really looking forward to how y'all think about it. So, me personally, not a big fan of it. Yeah, when I was younger and stuff, I always was so scared of Jason, so scared, and watching them, not scary at all. And I feel like that, living up to that, the idea of even, Nightmare on Elm Streets or Michael Myers, when I was younger and even when I got in my older teens, I was still afraid of the horror movies. But after watching them, they don't strike me with fear of them. Like when I watched Saw for the first time, I kind of tweaked out about the pig mask and stuff like that. And same thing with Texas Chainsaw. Well, I watched Texas Chainsaw when I was in high school for the first time. And in The New Beginning, he is in the back seat, and that one bothered me to this day still. So, but I feel like Friday the 13th doesn't translate to that. There's nothing scary about it. And I just feel like it's just a teenager movie, and I feel like for adults it doesn't carry. I feel like it's a nostalgia movie for some people growing up in the 80s and watching it and being like, wow, or the 90s. But watching it in 2023, it fumbled on the 1-yard line. It just didn't follow through. So I know I drug it through the ground. I apologize if you love Friday 13th. Just not for me. I love Nightmare on Elm Street more, so. And I think that's what made Freddy vs. Jason my favorite one. But, yeah. If y'all do want to see, I'm kind of thinking about doing a horror franchises ranking, in my opinion. If y'all want to see that, let me know. I haven't seen a bunch of them, but I've seen enough of a few of them to talk about them. So, anyways, if y'all enjoyed, leave a like and sub. It means the world. My Twitter and Instagram are in the description below. And I will see y'all either tomorrow or Sunday or Monday. So, yeah. And I will see y'all.